Welcome to Happy Today podcast. This is a podcast for those who want to improve service experience of internal services. If you use ServiceNow or other enterprise service management system, then this is for you.
Hey, welcome to this episode of Happy Today podcast. Today, we want to share some numbers from our HappinessScore Report. And this is really about the impact that our customers have been able to make. So Sami, you analyzed this data with the customer success team. So what did you guys find?
So what we did take the first 2 months of each customer and compared that result that they had at that time to the last 2 months.
Okay.
We only took customers that have been using our product for a year, or at least a year. And what we found from there is that on average, our customers were able to raise their happiness with 17%.
That's huge.
But I would say that time saving is even bigger because that is 27%, meaning more than an hour per ticket.
So the productivity impact of just focusing on happiness was almost an hour per each ticket that the company was doing. Well, that's a business case. Yeah.
There is some kind of a business case, even though some of the time would go to drinking coffee. But that was really, really nice to notice that it's really true that our customers has been able to really get results.
So did you go deeper? Like, what do you think really affects the differences and affects this, that are customers able to do this kind of improvement or not?
Yeah, there was quite clearly only one reason that was dominating if customer would have been successful or not. And that is if the data is shared with several partners, teams, persons, and really used. So there were a couple of customers that are not so successful, meaning that there is kind of the old-fashioned way somebody's owning the data and not really sharing that part with partners and so on. So one person cannot change anything.
Okay.
But in those that were really, really successful, it was shared openly with all people involved.
All right.
So everybody can have their own input to it.
Okay, and I think if people want to learn more on how to do that, we recorded an episode earlier called Steps to Happiness, so maybe go and listen to that one. Anything else? So what others, like what differences?
I think there was kind of some companies really did that success from developing the tooling and developing the channels, like doing changes in the service management area. And I think there was one of the big great stories I heard from one of our partners a week ago was that they developed a service portal.
Okay.
In a way that they are now saving 1 hour per ticket after 3 months project. And that is huge. It's a big company. So understanding what is going on in the portal, what is making people happy, and then doing changes in a way that you are now saving 1 hour per each ticket. That's a huge thing. And you can imagine how proud that team is about that project.
Yes, because usually when you do portal projects, you just want to make it delightful and nice colors and good icons. But now actually they were making it, because it's a tool for the employees actually. So now making the employees more productive with the tool, that's a really good outcome of that project. Yeah.
But I think 50% of the cases, like some were doing the big changes in service management, some in the service desk team and how they work. And I think you have more information about one really great case from Norway.
Yeah, so Wilhelmsen, so they actually outsourced their whole IT to an external vendor. And usually you would think that, it must affect negatively the scores. Actually, it did first. The happiness went down, but actually the productivity went up right from the start. But then, after 12 months of really analyzing the results, going into small things like how do you talk to a person when you start the conversation? So a person calling from India to a person in Norway, there's a cultural behavior. So the Norwegian people want that you go right into the topic, and just making this kind of small changes all the time continuously, they were able to make 72% impact on the happiness in 12 months.
Yeah.
And I think like 40 something percent in the productivity, which is huge. I mean, it's just, you can already make a huge business case of the outsourcing. So that was a really, really good example.
Yeah. So I think those are the two areas. You either do the changes in service management or service desk. Of course, best case would be that both will do the changes simultaneously.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in these cases, we realized that in many cases, it has been either of these areas that has been doing the most of the impact.
Cool. All right, but this was part of the HappinessScore Report. If you want to get your copy, you can go to HappySignals.com and subscribe to that one. We also have a on-demand webinar that you can watch the whole report explained by us. But hey, thanks for this. That was the topic of the episode, and talk to you later. Thank you.